April is Alcohol Awareness Month. Federal statistics show more than 140,000 alcohol-related deaths occur every year in the United States. We're joined this morning by Katie Jensen, Wellness Education Specialist with the Office of Population Health. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, happy to have you. So yeah, just start out by telling us, what Alcohol Awareness Month is and then your agency's role.
Sure. So Alcohol Awareness Month was originally created to really draw attention to risky drinking behaviors in the college-age population.
Okay.
But as time has gone on, we've really seen it expand out to the general population as well, and raising awareness and really having some of those conversations and breaking the stigma around alcohol use and alcohol use disorders.
And then what role does the Office of Population Health, play in kind of months like this to raise awareness?
Sure. So a big thing about our organization is that we can help provide some of the assistance and some of the education and some of the resources to people who may be looking for resources or looking for ways to maybe cut down, or who even have questions about alcohol use disorders.
Okay, yeah, very, very important resources to have. What about some, most concerning alcohol-related statistics? I know you brought some with us to share to kind of shed light on our local community. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so about 25% of adults in La Crosse County have reported heavy drinking or binge drinking. And so binge drinking is going to be for males about 5 or more drinks in about a 2-hour span.
Okay.
For females, it's going to be 4 or more drinks in a 2-hour span.
Okay.
So we have about 50% of people reporting that yes, they do engage on that on a regular basis. We do also know that about 33%, or about a third of all alcohol, or of all motor vehicle crashes, are alcohol involved as well. And we do know with our youth population that about 50% of our youth population have tried alcohol at some point in their life.
Okay. And then what about some of the lesser known long-term health risks that are associated with this kind of excessive alcohol use?
So we're also looking at cardiovascular disease risk, stroke risk. We're looking at increased depression and anxiety as well. So lots of different things are really concerning that come up with regular alcohol use.
Yeah, and how can people maybe start to recognize that they have a problem, or someone that they know may have a problem? What are some signs you tell people to watch out for?
So some of the signs that are really big, it's going to be things like withdrawing. So alcohol may be taking the place of some of your responsibilities or some of your obligations that you might have. If you're making excuses for your drinking too sometimes, so hey, I just need this to take the edge off, hey, I just need this to feel normal, could also raise some red flags for people. And then also withdrawing from some of your social obligations. So if you used to be somebody who loves to go out and do all kinds of fun things, and now alcohol is kind of taking the place of that, that might be some signs and symptoms to look out for yourself as well.
Okay, and alcohol is such a big part of social culture, so I can imagine it's hard for people to find that balance, right?
Absolutely. And I think sometimes people, they will have some concerns and some questions too, and just having those conversations is something that's really important. And so breaking that stigma too, and saying it's okay to talk about these hard things.
Yeah, so maybe if you do think one of your friends or you have a problem, finding someone to reach out to can help, right?
Absolutely. And so places like Gray Rivers 211, they do have all kinds of specialists who are there to help get you connected to various resources.
Okay.
In the Coulee Region, we do have great programs. We have support groups. We have peer support programs, and we also have other groups that'll meet too and can help if somebody is concerned about their drinking, or even wanting to get support for themselves to support one of their family members who might have some alcohol concerns.
Okay, great. And we have some of those resources on our screen right now. Some of those go beyond the La Crosse area. So what would you recommend, if someone wants to take that first step after listening to this interview? What could they do for that first step?
I think one of the biggest things is, if you are working with somebody who you might have concerns about, approaching them with compassion and not judgment. I always say utilize your I statements like they're going out of style. So I am feeling concerned about your drinking habits. I am feeling concerned when this happens, versus pointing fingers or playing the blame game with people.
Okay.
Supporting yourself throughout this as well. It can be hard sometimes to get help, and just recognize that you also can get support for the concerns that you're bringing up for people too. And just knowing that things can go one day at a time, and so just maybe focusing on just today and then moving forward from that.
Okay, great advice there for such a important topic. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Katie.
Thanks for having me.